Hello, my name is Magus. Of course, that's not my real name, but I wanted to begin this blog and be more or less anonymous. I'm fairly well known in certain circles, and I just wanted a forum and a place to be able to express myself without consideration to my history or the people that know me. And so this is my first video, and I'd like to show you my Book of Shadows. There are lots of videos on YouTube about books of shadows and making books of shadows. Many of them are themed after the Charmed Book of Shadows of the TV series. But this Book of Shadows is a little bit different because it's not patterned after any other book. I've been a wizard and a sorcerer and a practitioner of magic for many, many years. And so this book is a little bit more mature. It is real, it is used, and I did not create it just for decorative purposes. But I wanted to show you how I created it. I wanted something that had more or less an old or antique look to it. And so I created this cover. This is just one of those basic scrapbook wooden books that's hinged that you can get at Michael's stores. And then I created appliques, wooden appliques that I added to it, and then I went over it with stain and I weathered it and hammered the crap out of it, and now it looks like it has more character and it looks older and more the part, and it looks really, really cool when I'm out somewhere doing magic works. So we can open it up, and for the most part the artwork here is mine, and as you can see, the pages have a certain weathered look to them. Now, I know this won't suit some people. I like mine to really look beat up and really look old. And so I like more than just that little parchment field. I like to make it look like this book has been through many, many years and is basically beaten to hell. It was not my intention to make a perfect publishable work of art, because this is for the most part for my own use. But I wanted to give it that handmade look, handwritten, hand-drawn, because I think that much more of my personal energy is invested in it, and it's more personal that way. And in some cases here we have the Wheel of the Year that was actually printed on a piece of grocery store bag and then cut out. So you see, I took some more time in certain cases to make a creative decorative border. And all of these elements, well, you're not going to find all of them in your normal store-bought books. Some of them are created especially for my own personal path. Some of the pages are handwritten, and I paid intentionally I made no care to have them ruled and lined. I wanted it to look just written on a page, and others do have the lines. In fact, you can still see them. And as you can see, some of the pages show signs of a lot of wear, including holes in them. And where I felt the inspiration, I embellished. And of course, over the years, I've created many books of shadows for myself. But this one I wanted to be a little bit different because the others were more or less in, here's a chart, foot reflexology. It's not finished yet, still working on that. In the case of those older grimoires and books of shadows of mine, going back many years, decades, they were basically journal books that I filled in. This one I wanted to be a little bit special. Excuse me, I have a little sniffles going on here. Okay. And so you get the idea. The important thing is that this book be uniquely mine. It's not a copy of anybody's things. Some of the information in here is common knowledge. Other things pertain exclusively to my craft that have been developed for me. And here I have yet pages that are not filled in. And if you look at these pages, there's actually a combination of techniques. First of all, this paper is heavyweight 60-pound watercolor paper that I bought from the art store. And you have various effects here. I used coffee, which is a common technique. Everyone says, well, you can use coffee or tea to take with a paper towel and literally dabbed it all over the page. But I intentionally did it unevenly so it would not be so uniform and would look more aged and weathered that way. I also use candles or wooden matches to stain ever so slightly the pages. And this little stippling effect here, believe it or not, comes from using paprika. And when the page is wet, sprinkling it on. And even little bits of black pepper work. But the paprika works really good to give it that kind of color. And you can see again over here. I tried to make each page different. And in some cases I even folded the page or crumpled the page up before applying the coffee, because then I knew it would fill in the lines and you'd be able to see them. In some cases the page was folded back, and in this case here you see even it was pre-rolled. Then I hang it up like a shirt or a piece of laundry. It dries, and there you go. There you have it. I hope this might give you some ideas for your own book of shadows, and I'll talk to you next time.